Another concept of sex determination is the environmental theory. This theory indicates that in addition to other factors, external environmental conditions also play an important role in sex determination. And typical example of this theory is one, that is the reptiles group. In reptiles, if temperature is low, the egg will develop into females. If temperature is high, the egg will develop into males. Another typical example is a sea worm. Another typical example is a sea worm. In the case of sea worm, there are two cases. One is the case of Crepidula. Crepidula fornicata. In the case of Crepidula fornicata, the larvae is neither male nor female. When this larvae attach to the substratum, it will develop into females. And the larvae just present above this female will develop into male. In rest of the larvae, sex is not distinguished. After fertilization, this female leave the substratum and the male, that is the second one, will become female, and the larvae present just above this female will develop into the male. And in this way, sex is determined and larvae one after another leaving the place. So here we can easily say that the external environmental condition playing an important role in sex determination. Any doubt in it? Okay. Now another typical example is the case of Bonellia viridis. Bonellia viridis is also a sea worm. In case of Bonellia, the larvae is neither male nor female. And in this case, males live as parasite in the uterus of female. If larvae swim freely in the seawater, it will develop into female. If larvae comes in contact with the female proboscis, enters into uterus, it will develop into males. If larvae, once after attachment with the males, get detached, it will not distinguish into any type of sex, it will develop into the intersex. So in the case of Bonellia viridis, whether the organism is male, female or intersex, it depends upon the sea tides. And here external environmental condition plays an important role in sex determination, and this is all about sex determination.